Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. We've got some new horror picks for you this week, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Verse Films Productions' annual Screamtober here on our horror channel. I'm your host, Carshénah, and I've got 31 days to get you in the mood for Halloween. Join me as I share a video a day with a new theme each week that you will find scary, haunting, and sometimes just plain fun. Let's get into it. Week 3 is Directors Week, and we're highlighting horror director David Cronenberg. Pioneered the body horror genre that involves mutation, parasites, or particular medical conditions. David's body of work will always be memorable. RABID, 1977, now streaming free on Tubi TV, Pluto TV, the Roku channel, and Amazon Prime. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes. David Cronenberg perhaps maybe didn't get too ambitious as he forged ahead in the 70s as a low-budget director of bloody, outrageous horror films in Canada. But it was probably a good chance to learn tricks of the trade he'd know for the rest of his career. Marilyn Chambers is one of the reasons the film got made. Ivan Reitman chose her over Cronenberg's more interesting choice of Sissy Spacek, though it is and isn't her exactly that makes RABID a little sleazier for some reason that it might be without her. After a nasty motorcycle accident, a young couple, Hart, played by Frank Moore, and Rose, porn star Marilyn Chambers, are taken to a nearby plastic surgery clinic where Rose undergoes a revolutionary skin grafting technique that results in the growth of a blood-sucking tumor. Driven by the lust for plasma, Rose flees the clinic and embarks on a series of attacks which leave her victims alive but infected with a strain of rabies that causes them to react in a violent manner. As the disease rapidly turns into a citywide epidemic and martial law is imposed, Hart attempts to locate his missing girlfriend, unaware that she is the carrier of the disease. With crisper cinematography and more confident direction from David Cronenberg, RABID is a technically superior effort to his 1975 film Shivers. It strays a little too close to George Romero's The Crazies from 1973 for comfort, and perhaps most importantly, fails to answer burning questions about the nature of Rose's condition. The needle-tipped phallic mutation, which emerges from a sphincter-like orifice from under Rose's arm, is as grotesque and unsettling as anything Cronenberg has conjured up since. But its existence is never adequately explained, most likely because no amount of in-depth exposition could ever be convincing enough. On a more positive note, Chambers does reasonably well in her first non-porn lead role. There are some genuinely nasty moments for which makeup guy Joe Blasco provides some pretty decent effects work. I particularly enjoyed the finger snipping moment and the impressive use of a pneumatic drill by one of the infected. And Cronenberg occasionally ditches his sober approach for the odd spot of delightfully twisted humor, such as the scene in which a mall Santa gets accidentally machine gunned by a trigger-happy cop. That's kind of funny. While RABID certainly doesn't qualify as essential Cronenberg, it is still worth a look if you're a fan. See you tomorrow as Screamtober with Verse Films Productions continue right here on the channel.